We're live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 104. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, my son Matt.
I don't know why I do this show. I'm not a morning person.
That's your opening, huh?
Like right up until and we're live. Like you talk to me and I want to punch you in the face.
Yeah. I tried to stay away today.
And it's nothing personal. It's really nothing personal. It's just how I feel. You know? Yeah. Just not a morning person.
You look a little sleepy.
Yeah. Feeling sleepy.
You want me to do this while you just...
Yeah. I'm going to take a quick nap. I'll be back in 5.
All right. We have a great show planned for you today. Of course, our goal is to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live weekdays here on YouTube, but also available on all of your podcast apps. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, birthday shout-outs, or stories. 774-473-9910. And don't forget, we do have merch available. Make it a great day t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. And also a Pete Braley Show t-shirt. You can find that all at the link below. Coming up today, some strange jobs that people do. It's another edition of Am I the A-Hole? Are you a giver? Do you like helping people? We'll look at the latest numbers. And what is it that you collect? What is it that you collect? I mentioned this in the tease last night, and Diane said she collects walnut-sized stones or rocks from every state she goes to. One of her favorites was from a beach where Elvis filmed a movie. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. It is Tuesday, November 16th. We are 9 days until Thanksgiving, 34 days until Matt's birthday, 39 days until Christmas, 46 days until the New Year, and 152 days until Easter, in case you're planning your bunny suit or something. It's National Check Your Wipers Day, which... you should do. We have a sunny day here. You shouldn't wait for the next rainstorm to realize, I got to get new wipers. It's National Fast Food Day, which makes me wonder, what is your guilty pleasure? Do you have a go-to favorite when you go to, a fast food place? Or if, plans fall through for dinner, so you're, let's just go get some fast food. What is your guilty pleasure? Is it the Big Mac, Quarter Pounder? I don't know what they have at Burger King because he says nobody goes to Burger King. And it's also National Button Day. It celebrates the function of buttons and the hobby of button collecting, which I didn't really know was a thing. People collect buttons. I had a heck of a time getting this button today. I don't know why.
Well, I guess my question would be, because I know, like, Trish has a button collection, but that's for sewing purposes.
Right, that's in case we lose a button.
Yeah.
She might have one that looks like it.
So are these other people just collecting buttons to collect buttons?
I don't know.
They were waiting for this day, this question? Yeah.
People collect stamps, too, I guess.
Yeah.
Buttons. On the date book, on this day in 1676, the first colonial prison was organized in Nantucket. 1914, the Federal Reserve System formally opens. On this day in 1965, Walt Disney launched Epcot Center, which stood for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. I don't think it turned out the way he wanted it to. But on this day in 1966, the Temptations released their greatest hits. It went to number 1. John Lennon released Mind Games on this day in 1973. 1 year later, 1974, his only solo number 1, Whatever Gets You Through the Night, was released. And on this day in 1979, Paul McCartney released Wonderful Christmas. Celebrity birthdays, actress Marg Helgenberger is 63. She was in China Beach. Dwight Gooden is 57. Lisa Bonet from The Cosby Show, 54. Maggie Gyllenhaal is 44. And Pete Davidson from SNL is 28. So there you have it. What do we have in the chats this morning?
Let's see. Dana's here. Says, morning, gents, vertical coffee. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
I don't know what we're having for dinner.
ziti Alfredo.
Oh, okay. So happy ziti Alfredo Tuesday.
Yeah.
Kat's here. She said, morning. I'm also not a morning person.
Yeah.
But see, you don't try and do a talk show, so you're smart.
Right.
This was my idea. I don't know.
You are the creator.
Would everyone be okay if we did the show at like 3 p.m.? Would everyone be okay with that? Abby's here. She says good morning.
Good morning, Abby. We mentioned yesterday, shout out to Abby for your new job.
Yeah.
Congrats. Yep.
Dana says Turkey Day. Ma Braley and I were talking about this yesterday on the Boo Boo Bus. Talking about what? The menu or what?
Probably.
And Diane says good morning. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning.
Abby says we only have McDonald's. LOL. Big Mac or Nuggies.
So that's your go-to, Big Mac or Nuggies?
Never been a huge Big Mac person.
I like it, but
I was about to say a big Mac person.
Yeah. The only thing is, it can get messy if it's not assembled properly, I think.
Yeah.
Hello, Charlie.
We both enjoy a quarter pounder.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's probably the guilty pleasure there. Unless we're counting Chipotle, then the burritos for sure.
And I just found out this week I can get bacon on my quarter pounder. How long has that been a thing that I didn't know?
It's literally been on the menu for, I don't know, over a year now.
Wow.
Also, it's not that groundbreaking, I will say. Oh, and Lori's here. She said, good morning, gentlemen. We're not gentlemen. Maybe Pete. Have you met me? Anyways, Charlie's a gentleman. He looks like he's wearing a tuxedo every day. Love it.
And this guy this morning, it's like 39, 40 degrees here this morning. So I took this guy out, and he's like, hey, let me walk around the neighborhood. Let me see what's going on. I'm like, would you just do your bag of cold?
He doesn't really understand, like, time as well.
Yeah.
If it was his choice, he would keep you out there all morning. It's like,
yeah, probably.
It's like, Charlie, we got things to do, people. Come on.
I'm going to get you a planner so you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Football news, just what my record needed after this week. The 49ers won last night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a struggle. It was a struggle for you and Justin. I mean, it was a pretty average, maybe slightly below average week for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have that pick last night, though.
No. I don't think anyone had that pick last
Jimmy Garoppolo threw 2 touchdown passes, and San Francisco beat the Rams 31-10 last night.
Ugh. Crazy. So, after the Cardinals had beaten the 49ers with Colt McCoy at quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Rams... the Rams, the broadcasters were saying this last night. The Rams have a bye week at the perfect time.
After this?
Next week.
Yeah.
So they need to sit down, I don't know, smack each other in the face and figure out what's going on.
Have you heard about the Manning curse?
No.
Okay, you know how Eli and Peyton are on, what, ESPN2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, doing a commentary of the game. And it turns out that every guest that they have had loses the following week.
Ooh.
Whenever they had Tom Brady on, they lost.
Yeah.
I don't know who else they've had on. They lost. Mm-hmm. So yesterday they had Phil Mickelson on, the golfer. Mm-hmm. So they said, Phil, have you heard about this? And what do you think? He said, well, why do you think I'm taking this week off? He's not playing this weekend.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's how the curse works, you know? Maybe when he comes back, he'll still lose.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Your next upcoming game.
They put up a graphic, and there's like 6
Did a Rams player play at some point? Go on the show?
Go on last week?
Because
I don't know.
The Rams have fallen off. Also, I do just want to point out, well, first off, Trish is here. So we all need to stop. Play the Trish national anthem.
My name's not Trish.
There we go.
Trish has lifted Charlie up to give him a hug, and he's going crazy.
All I can say is thank God that Charlie doesn't really pee much anymore when people come home.
He used to have excited sprinkles.
Yeah. But Trish just doesn't care and just throws him up into the air, and she's lucky we don't have like a sprinkler situation going on.
Welcome home.
We're talking about the Rams game. You got any opinions on it last night? Rams lost by a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I get a wow.
We got a wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie, go.
We're all surprised. That's how we all feel.
Bye, Charlie. See you after the show.
See you, man.
No, we don't have any cookies.
Actually, I have another half.
Oh, you do have a half a cookie?
This guy is spoiled, man.
I like my cookies.
He only likes me for the treats.
I gotta have my cookies.
Yeah.
All right, so...
well, hold on. What I was trying to say is, exactly what I said was going to happen to Odell Beckham happened to Odell Beckham. I think he had 3 receptions for 8 yards. So...
Yeah. Even though he moved
the whole Rams offense kind of did poorly. Cooper Kupp still put up 19 fantasy points, which helped me secure the win over Doug, so suck on that, Doug.
Yes.
But... I don't know. It's almost like everyone predicted that he went to a high-caliber offense and he wouldn't get targets. And would you look at that?
Huh?
It happened.
Yeah. Time for today's random question. All right. And our random question is, what kind of things do you collect? And we mentioned that it's National Button Day today. People collect buttons. What kind of things do you collect? And as I said, I mentioned this in the tease last night for the show, and Diane said she collects walnut-sized rocks from, like when she drove out to California with her son, she collected a rock in every state. So that's cool. So
what if you make it to a place with like no rocks and you're like you're just chipping at the asphalt below you? Like, I need something.
What kind of place has no rocks?
I'm pretty sure there's planets made out of only gas. So
okay,
yeah,
so
take that.
I guess I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to that later. You can let us know in the chats, and if you're watching this later in the day, you can always comment what it is that you collect. In the news today, billionaire Jeff Bezos said that his Blue Origin spaceflight endeavor is the first step toward a future where humans will inhabit space colonies. While speaking to an audience at a forum in Washington, Bezos said last week, over centuries, most or many of the people will be born in space. It will be their first home. They will be born on these colonies. They will live in these colonies. They may visit Earth the way you would visit Yellowstone National Park, but they will live on these colonies. Millions of people will move. They will move from Earth to space over time. And that's the vision of Blue Origin. Millions of people working in space.
I don't know. He glorifies it as if, it'll all be by choice. No, it'll all be because this planet will be destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. They all say that. Like, I don't know why this is. It's always breaking news. It's like, new billionaire states that space is important. It's like, wow. Let me guess. They're going to start a space company. Let me guess.
Yeah. None of us will be around to prove him wrong, so,
He will, because he's working on, like, an anti-aging company.
Is he still?
He's probably going to, find the breakthrough and then only allow him to use it.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Okay.
He's just... Have you ever heard him laugh?
I don't think I have.
Oh, it is creepy.
Really?
It is demonic, yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm sure I can find that, right?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to look up a video.
All right. Coffee prices in the U.S. have hit a 7-year high. Prices are up more than 90% over the last year and have reached their highest level since October 2014. The price surge comes as Brazil deals with an ongoing drought and the aftermath of a cold snap that destroyed some crops. Wait times to talk to airline customer service have always been really long, but they got even longer during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, many airlines employed more reservation agents. But as the government travel restrictions and fears of the virus hit the airline industry, most companies let people go. Then over the summer, travel began to rebound, but the airlines never hired the customer service people back, making wait times even longer. To make matters even worse, there have been a lot of flights canceled recently, flooding the lines with passengers who want to rebook their flights. One woman says she spent 4 hours and 54 minutes on the phone trying to rebook a flight from Mexico to Los Angeles. Now, to wait that long, you've got to be trying to prove a point, right? I mean, you've got to be, I want to see how long this goes.
I guess, yeah.
Would you wait 4 hours, almost 5 hours, for someone to pick up the phone?
Probably not.
I don't think I would.
I mean, at that point, you're putting your phone down. You're doing other things.
Oh, yeah. And Adele's One Night Only was a ratings hit for CBS. An average of 9.9 million viewers tuned in to watch the singer perform and be interviewed by Oprah Winfrey. The special scored higher than this year's Academy Awards and is the highest viewership for a CBS entertainment show since an April episode of NCIS. Oh, and finally, a little girl who lost a special teddy bear along a trail in Glacier National Park in Montana last year has been reunited with her stuffed animal. The 6-year-old girl has had the bear ever since being adopted from an orphanage and thought it was gone for good after losing it in the national park. Her parents posted on social media asking for help finding the teddy bear. A park ranger spotted the stuffed bear soaking wet and sitting in melting snow near the trail. He was buried in the snow. A family friend later went to the park to help find the bear and spotted a stuffed bear in a ranger's truck after being turned back from a trail that was closed due to Real bear activity. She eventually got the bear and returned it to the girl, who was so happy to have it back. So there you go. Today's news. Have you put your tree up yet? We talked about this a little bit yesterday, about how I'm seeing Facebook posts of friends putting their trees up. Sarah has her tree up. And I must say you were right. Yes, I have to say Matt was right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Putting up your holiday decorations early could make you happier and feel lighter and just deal with all the stress in your life. Psychologists say decorations are simply an anchor or pathway to those old childhood magical emotions of excitement. So putting up those Christmas decorations early extends that excitement. Another positive of putting up your decorations is it could help you make friends.
Okay.
One study found that decorations show your neighbors that you're accessible. And people perceive people with holiday decor to be more friendly and cohesive.
I don't think I've ever seen my neighbor's Christmas tree through the window and was like, "Hey, I should hang out with them. Their Christmas trees in the window. Let me go knock on their door and hang out."
That means they're okay. That means they're not a serial killer because their trees in the window.
I think even serial killers would put up Christmas trees. I don't. I'm just thinking of introverted people enjoy Christmas trees.
Yeah.
So true. I don't think that's a symbol for hey, knock on my door, let's hang out.
Okay, so we're going to debate this psychologist.
No, I think we just proved him wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you a giver? According to a new survey, 3/4 of Americans believe that if they do a good deed, the next person will pay it forward. Helping someone with a task, donating to someone in need, saying good morning to someone that you don't even know, and even just holding a door for someone are good deeds most likely to turn someone's day around. Nearly 9 in 10 also contribute to a charity in some way and feel better about themselves when they do. Plus, those who give back are almost twice as likely to say that they are satisfied with their lives. The vast majority of those who donate are more likely to focus their efforts on a local group more than a national charity.
Which is probably good. Yeah,
it's because we don't trust them, really.
Oh, yeah. Another great point.
2/3 believe that this will have a bigger impact, and 3 in 5 believe it's more trustworthy. But it's true. I mean, someone local, if someone's had a fire or something, I do think your donation means more than, say, the big national group that send $10 to.
Plus, like you were saying, you probably know if the people doing it. So,
yeah,
like you said, you can trust it.
You trust them.
Yeah,
right?
Make sure it's going to the right people.
We have more house cleaning stats. Didn't we cover this once before? But this is more here.
Okay.
A new study finds the average person cleans their home 7 times a month and deep cleans it 5 times a month.
I'm going to need the definition of what they refer to as deep clean, because I don't think that's true.
All right. Cleaning was defined, a person who cleans their home 7 times a month. Cleaning was defined as mopping, washing dishes, and wiping off the tables. So 7 times a month would be low, I think.
I would think so, yeah. Not from mopping. Well, mopping, that's still more, I think.
Mopping, well, don't we do that once a week?
Yeah, so 4 times a month.
All right. Meanwhile, people consider scrubbing the windows, bathtub, and toilet as deep cleaning tasks. So that's done 5 times a month. Well, yeah, we do that weekly.
Yeah.
Except for washing windows.
Yeah, that probably happens
seasonal, spring and fall, maybe?
As needed until the spring and fall cleaning.
What did Mom say the other day? She came walking through the living room with Windex and paper towels, and she said, "Gotta wipe someone's nose prints off the window."
Yeah, sorry, Mom. No, we're obviously talking about Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, Charlie enjoys sitting in a window. That might be his greatest hobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On the back of a couch.
Yeah. But every now and then he gets confused and he licks the window. I don't know. I think he just gets bored. Yeah. He's like, nobody's walking by. Ooh, ice cream. Oh, wait, no, that's a window. Yeah,
Saturday mornings are the most popular time for people to clean. Sunday nights and early Monday mornings rank as the worst times. Who's going to clean Sunday nights?
Yeah, or Monday morning.
Monday morning, forget it.
Nobody's doing Mondays.
We actually, and I had this, I was talking about this just the other day. We've actually come up with something where we do a chore certain days, like a dust on Saturday. We have a Roomba, so but we still vacuum the whole house on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what she cleans the bathroom on Friday. So it's like we don't want to have the whole day.
It used to be one day, and so you would end up cleaning for
hours.
I don't know, like 5 hours.
Yeah.
But now it's spread out. Everyone kind of has their job.
People prefer vacuuming. Cleaning the toilet comes in second, and mopping. They prefer to do those things throughout the day. Others opt for quieter and more relaxing chores at night, such as washing dishes at night, doing laundry, and folding clothes.
I'm going to be honest. I don't really consider any of those relaxing. Who's doing the dishes and they're like, peaceful? Nobody.
Someone once told me, though, that they did find washing dishes relaxing.
In what world?
Yeah.
You tell me scrubbing the gunk off a frying pan, you're like, this is equivalent to a spa day. This is great.
No.
Okay.
No. And overall, 1 in 3 people agree that the best chores to do any time of day are doing the laundry, vacuuming, washing dishes, and scrubbing down the cooking area. So there you have it. I see we have quite a few chats. What's going on today?
You've got some conversations going on in the chat as well.
Nice.
Emily did say before, morning all, Gary is not sleeping. He is at PT, LOL. I'm going to be honest. That seems planned. I feel like Gary is most definitely sleeping. I feel like this is a trick. I feel like...
You don't think he's a...
I feel like Gary last night was like, hey, I'm sleeping in tomorrow. I'm not listening to those, idiots. But don't make it seem like I don't like them anymore.
Oh.
Just tell them, what's a good excuse? Tell them I'm grocery shopping? No, who would be grocery shopping at 8 a.m.?
Right. Yeah.
Going to the gym? We need something a little bit further. Physical therapy.
Yep. There you go.
That seems foolproof.
They can't complain about it. They'll feel sorry because I need PT.
We're not falling for it, Gary. All right? Anyways. Abby said, just peeked outside. We have snow.
Oh!
There it is.
Darn, so, I had December 3rd.
So I think I was closer.
Well...
Unless we're doing Price is Right rules.
Closest without going over.
Then I lose.
Yes.
Let's see. What else do we have? Lori says, Abby, we do not today a state over in Maine. Yesterday, a little dusting gone in an hour in western Maine.
Okay.
Look at you snow people chatting it up with each other. You Eskimos.
How much snow did you get, Abby? Is it like an inch or so or just a dusting?
She said, yeah, it's just a dusting. Won't last long at all.
All right.
We'll just give it about 30 minutes and you'll get hit with a blizzard, most likely. That's how it works up there. Let's see what else we got here. There was some confusion. We were talking about Jeff Bezos, not Elon Musk, I want to say. When I was talking about his laugh, I was talking about Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Let's see. Diane says, anytime I've called an airline, there is an option to have them call you back that you can choose. Then it tells you the approximate time when they will call you. It's pretty cool. Do they actually call back?
Yes, I have had that happen.
Okay, because I don't know.
Southwest, I think.
Personally, I feel like they would be like, "Oh, we'll for sure call you back. You don't even need to leave us your number.
Yeah,
no, we'll call you back.
We'll call you back.
Just never call you back." Abby says they have their tree up. We don't. I'm not sure why.
I think we're doing it when we get back after Thanksgiving. But you're right. I don't know because we finally. I don't know if Abby knows this. She's my niece, by the way. Mm-hmm. We finally bought a fake tree.
Yeah.
For years, I was, and your dad was too, my brother. We were, gotta be a real tree. But what was Mom's reasoning? I forgot. Was it?
I don't know. I tried to convince her because it's cost effective. I took the accountant approach.
Okay.
It's most definitely cost effective to do a fake tree. I think it's because you can put it up whenever you want and have it up for however long you want. Right. I think that was the thing that won her over.
Because you kids always wanted to get the tree, and we were like, no, it's going to dry out before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we've always kept it up, I think January 2nd is when Christmas comes down.
Sometimes that weekend.
So that's why we would push it so that the tree was fine throughout all that. But we got a fake tree. I think it's mainly because everyone else moved out. So
could be.
They're like, it's just Matt. We don't. Who cares?
It looks very nice.
It does.
Yeah,
I like it. I will say. They make things that you can put like in the tree to make it smell like a tree. Mm-hmm. Yep. But we got some last year that's way too strong.
Oh.
Like I could smell it upstairs. And it was like cinnamony, and you know how I feel about cinnamon?
Oh, yes.
If there's one thing that's worse than the taste of cinnamon, it's the smell of it.
Smell of cinnamon?
Yeah. Like cinnamon candles, hate them.
Now,
hate them.
The other day, Mom made cinnamon rolls. You were okay, right?
That's a good excuse for cinnamon. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the one of very few times cinnamon is okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's okay in sweets. Like, that's where cinnamon belongs. It's when you start throwing it in whiskey and, I don't know.
Coffee.
Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on that. But, yeah, I don't like the smell of it. Abby said, never mind, I'm taking it down. I think that was after we said that, friends, you make friends. With
people are going to stop by your house now.
Lori says, I don't have the tree up yet, but all my other decor is up. I'm doing the tree next week, if not this weekend. Is it a real or fake tree, Lori? Let us know.
At this point, it has to be fake. I think.
Could it last? No, probably not, right? A month? I don't know how long trees last.
I really don't think so.
We always got them late. We never really tried to get it early. So I don't really know.
We get it like around the 15th, right? Yeah.
Lori did say, true, my neighbor from down the road stopped when I was outside putting up decorations. Very nice to meet him.
See?
I feel like that one's a little bit better, the outside decorations.
Yeah, and they're walking by the house.
Because I'm sorry,
neighbor.
if you knock on my door and you're like, hey, I saw you got your Christmas decorations up inside, I'm calling the police. I'm like, why are you looking inside my house? Eyes to yourself.
Okay.
All right, back to you.
You ever wonder if celebrities write their own tweets?
No.
Well, according to actor Rob Lowe, who is a close friend of Magic Johnson, the tweets that have made the Lakers great a viral sensation are done by an assistant who turns whatever Magic says out loud into a tweet. Lowe was on a podcast called Pardon My Take, and he said, last night I found out Magic Johnson does not physically do any of the tweets, which may explain some of it. So it's articulated clearly across the room while he's doing 17 other things. And then there is a woman whose job it is to figure out what he's talking about and then make it into a tweet. The 62-year-old Magic Johnson has over 5 million Twitter followers. He would not be the first celebrity to have a social media manager, but to do it in quite that style seems to explain a lot.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Not about him, but I know I've heard of celebrities that do that.
Lowe explained, I don't think he says send tweet, so she never knows when it's ending. I can promise it's more like, what do you say? Okay, I'm going to write that. Okay, send. And he doesn't really have any conscious thing of what.
I don't hate it, you know. At least it's mainly, at least from what we know, his words.
Yeah.
She's just throwing them out there.
Yep.
I mean, there's other celebrities that have social media managers that the social media manager comes up with everything. So, yeah.
According to Lowe, Johnson doesn't even know his own account's notoriety. He says, I'm not sure he's aware of what a viral sensation he is. I don't follow him, so maybe I should check it out and see what this is all about.
Maybe it's very, inspirational quotes.
Could be.
Stuff.
Could be. All right, time for this week's installment of Am I the A-Hole? A husband asked Reddit, again, taking his problems to social media here.
That's the best way to do it.
A husband asked Reddit to weigh in on an issue that he's having with his father-in-law. The father-in-law constantly brings up the husband's poor athletic abilities. The father-in-law also brags about his high school basketball accomplishments.
Definitely peaked in high school.
When the two men decided to duke it out on the court, the father-in-law did not like the outcome.
Ooh.
The husband said, I readily accepted his challenge to play a game at the elementary school around the corner to shut this thing down once and for all. He says, am I the a-hole for beating him 11-0 in front of his mom, wife, kids, and grandkids? Redditors thought the father-in-law was being petty.
Yeah.
Someone said, it sounds like your father-in-law is a hugely aggressive a-hole who needed to be taken down a peg. Another commenter said, he laid down the gauntlet. He challenged you, and you accepted the challenge. So he's got no right to,
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to talk so much crap and then lose? Not even score a point.
11-0.
I mean, I will say, if he was worried about this, he could have maybe let him score a point or two.
Yeah.
But at that point, if you're getting dogged on for your lack of... And what does he say? Lack of athletic ability. I mean, 11-0. How bad was his father-in-law?
I know, huh?
I mean, if he played in high school, he was good in high school. Maybe this dude... Sounds like this dude has some athletic ability, so...
I don't know.
Shut up, Papa.
I don't know the father-in-law's age, but I mean, his mom's still alive because his mom was watching. So he can't be that old, right?
That's crazy.
And a final Reddit person said, he challenged you, so it's a fair game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Plus, I mean, he's getting dogged on. If he lets him win, I mean, it's not going to stop.
True.
He needed to win that game to end it.
It will be interesting to see if
that father-in-law peaked in high school, man. What does he do now? His only accomplishments have been whatever basketball team he played on.
Aren't we coming up to the big kind of holiday where all those people will meet?
Yeah,
it's like the
November.
Is it the Wednesday?
Yeah, the
Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Everybody goes out, tells stories.
Don't talk about your high school sport achievements, people.
Guess not.
Yeah,
guess not. Time for today's fascinating fact. Male students at Brigham Young University in Utah need special permission to grow a beard. BYU is the Mormon flagship university and has a number of other equally strict guidelines. Until 2015, it was against school policy for any student to grow a beard. Now the guidelines have been adjusted to allow people with medical conditions, actors who need a beard for a role, I could see that, and certain religious people to grow a beard if absolutely necessary. You can get permission for it.
I wonder does it have to be an acting role on campus, or can you just? Oh no, this is community theater. Yeah, need a beard. I'm playing Annie. Wait a minute. No.
I'm playing Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
I want a beard but no hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, back to the random question. What item do you collect? All right, what item do you collect? I don't know if we have any answers in the chat.
Not yet, but feel free to throw them in the chat.
All right, mine, I guess, I do collect lighthouses. I have...
like full size, like with the light bulbs and everything.
I got them all over.
Our yard is literally surrounded.
They're off camera.
Don't even try and mess with us because we have an army of lighthouses guarding our house.
There is one I want to buy for the yard.
Yeah, from Concrete Creations.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a place in Virginia Beach that we go by every time we go to Doug's house. And it's called Concrete Creations. Mm-hmm. And they have a light. How tall would you say that is?
It's probably like a
4 feet?
I thought it was taller than that. I thought it was like a 6-foot lighthouse.
It was like a 6-foot lighthouse, but I can't spend that much money.
Well, also, I was thinking about it because it's working. It's a working lighthouse.
Yes.
It has a light bulb, rotates. We would never be able to have the light on. I mean, how annoying for our neighbors.
I know.
Yeah, we can never do that. So, I mean, it would be a light bulb without a light.
Yeah.
Unless we'll have to get their written permission. Like, hey, can you guys just close your blind? Can we let Pete use his lighthouse from like 7 to 8 every day? After that, we'll shut it off. We'll leave you alone. Just close your blinds or something.
Maybe I could have one night a week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Okay, one night a week.
Yeah, so, just pick one.
No, but I have a number of paintings and little pictures, and I have little... knickknacks. I have little knickknacks of...
Is your goal to live in a lighthouse someday? Like at the top of a lighthouse?
I don't think I would like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's very...
circular stairs. You know how I am with
that's
stairs.
True. Yeah, there's a lot of stairs.
A lot of stairs.
We'll get you one with an elevator. Yeah.
So,
there we go. Kat did say snow globes.
Oh,
Kat
yes, she does.
Snow globes, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have anything?
Nothing cool. Like we talked about my box collection, my cardboard box collection. It's not really like, oh, I cherish these. I want to collect more. It's good. They're good boxes, so I can't throw them away. It's more of a problem than a collection.
Okay.
Also, like electric cables. Like I have a cable for everything. If you can imagine it, I got it. I don't throw away cables.
But doesn't like every guy? For a long time I had a drawer in my desk that was in here. I had a drawer that I just I'd throw all these cables in.
I have 4 drawers and a
cables?
tub under my bed. Wow. The tub under my bed is miscellaneous, like never used cables. That would be where the like obscure ones are. Like I have
do you know what
like a road trip DVD player in there, and I have all the cables for that.
Do you know what each cable does?
I could figure it out.
Oh,
I mean, most cables are pretty standard. You got like your HDMI cables. Everyone knows what. Well, most people know what that looks like. And then I got, microphone cables, guitar cables. I have a ton of cables.
All right.
That's not a really good one though. I'm trying to think. Me and Doug collected baseball cards. I think those are in the attic.
Yeah. I hope they are.
Nothing really valuable.
I hope Mom didn't throw them away.
No, she wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
She might have done that. Yeah, I don't know. Doug has Matchbox cars in the attic. I guess I'll take like a 5% stake in those.
Why not?
Because I probably bought some for.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug has G.I. Joe. I'm starting to think Trish saved all of Doug's toys, none of mine.
Didn't we lose, or was it Mom's Barbie dolls? We lost some Barbie dolls because they were in storage and varmints got to them.
I've never heard of that.
I think it was Mom's.
I didn't know
Barbie
Trish
dolls.
had Barbie dolls.
I think she did. I'll have to ask her that story.
Abby says random wires. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good news is when we lost power the other day and I ran out of things to do, I organized all of my cables.
Well, that's good.
I have a drawer of audio and instrument cables. I have a drawer of video cables. I have the tub of random cables. That doesn't get organized. That's just a mess.
So you weren't able to downsize anything?
You don't downsize cables.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't get rid of cables. You might need it. Cables are legit. Like everyone has that place where you're like, can't throw this away. I might need it. Cables are like a legit thing where like you'll have an HDMI cable crap out and you're like, I need another HDMI. I probably have like 15.
All right, so if anyone needs a cable for anything,
hit me up.
Call this guy.
I will charge you because I'm a jerk, so I'll charge you money for it. But I got it. I'll price cut Best Buy. Hit me up. Yeah, no, but everything comes with an HDMI cable nowadays.
Does it?
You'll buy like a thing of deodorant at Walmart. They'll give you an HDMI cable. Like I don't know why. Everything comes with an HDMI cable.
In case you want to go online while you're,
I guess. If you don't know what an HDMI cable, it's what you like. Everything plugs into your TV with. Pretty much cable box, video games, system, but it comes with everything you buy. Like I'm trying to think of things that I bought. Like I think this like video switcher that I have here, I'm pretty sure that came with an HDMI cable. The monitor that you have, that came with an HDMI cable.
And even though we don't need these cables, it comes with one.
All right. I have a bunch of brand new HDMI cables. Abby said, I'll message you, Matt. I need a cable. Hit me up. I got it.
No problem.
You're paying for shipping, though. I'm not paying for shipping. I'll tell you that much.
So I think Lighthouse, for a time I was collecting baseball hats.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And I'm not done with it. Every now and then I'm like, I got to get back to
baseball hats. Are tough because it's like a couple things factor in. Number one, the price. It's like $30 for a baseball hat.
Yeah, $30 a hat. Yep.
Also, I don't know. Buying things for different teams is cool, but then you're like, but it's a different team.
Yeah,
it hurts me.
I always said I'd buy the Yankee hat last.
Yeah, but it's like, how do you do that? How do you click add to cart?
And I did
with a Yankees hat.
Yeah, I did wear them every now and then because I thought they looked cool. I remember I had a Dodgers hat that I liked to wear.
Athletics, you liked wearing that one.
Oakland, yeah. One time I wore a Chicago Cubs hat. I think the year they were in the World Series, the year they won the World Series. So, and I can remember I was doing high school football at the time on Martha's Vineyard. So like every Friday we took the boat over, did the game. So I wore the Cubs hat one weekend and I'm in the Steamship Authority office there in Hyannis and someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, Cubbies tonight, who's your favorite?" And I'm like,
you couldn't name a single Cubs player.
Rizzo?
That's a safe get. Not anymore. You can't say that anymore. But he doesn't.
Yeah, but that happens. People see you in the hat, and they're like, "Hey, you're like that." It's like,
I just
collect
like the
hats.
I know. I feel like I've been with you a million times. And you're like, "No, I just collect them."
Yeah,
you're like, because most of the time it's not that positive. It's like judgmental. Like, what, the Orioles? What do you? Who likes the Orioles? The Orioles don't even like the Orioles. And it's like, yeah, that's a good point. I just collect hats. Yeah, nobody likes the Orioles.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. Let's see. We do have some more answers.
Okay.
Abby said, I'm not sure. I have a bunch of random stuff, rare coins, classic books I won't read, and pictures.
Nice.
There you go. What kind of classic books?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Let's see. I've started to get magnets from places I visit, but I only have 2. I would consider 2 a collection. When do you think a collection starts?
Good question.
I would think more than 1.
Yeah, anytime more than 1. Because anybody can buy 1, but if you bought 2, it's like, are you starting a
But
collection?
I wouldn't, let me just clarify. I wouldn't, like, at a party, if people are at your house, I wouldn't say, hey, I collect magnets if you only have 2. I would wait until you have, like, maybe 10.
Right.
It's like, hey, I collect magnets. And they're like, oh, let me see them. And you're like, here they are. And it's like, oh, cool. Nice. Proud of you.
We started collecting Disney pins too.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah, that was fun.
We have a book of those.
That's what sucks about growing up. I probably can't do that. That would be really weird if I walk up to like Disney characters. I'm like, can I trade you? Can I trade you this one for this one, please? They're like, you're like 25.
Have you ever?
I'm 22.
Have you ever seen the people down at Disney?
I haven't been to Disney in a long time.
I know, but grown adults will be in these and they'll go to these pin swaps.
That'll be me. I'll feel like a loser, but that'll be me.
No,
why
don't.
not? I'll walk around with my chipmunk hat and my pins, trading with everybody.
He'll be 30 years old with his chipmunk hat. We got to find that hat.
It's up there.
I know,
Yeah.
but
I think Trish saw it the other day. She told me.
We got to show the people your chipmunk hat.
Dana says, P and I have just started collecting gnomes. Let's go, the gnome gang. I'm just saying, we're not going to, we don't have them, but there might be future gnomes in the future of the show.
We don't have a Thanksgiving gnome, but...
Oh, here's Gary. Hey, guys, joining late, but I'm here. Yeah, how was PT, buddy?
PT, yeah. Did you roll over and nod off?
More like just woke up. Let's see. Dana say HDMI, RCA, coax. Coax? That's one I don't.
COAX.
See, that's one maybe I have,
right?
But I don't. What is a coax cable?
You would ask. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, cool.
I'd have to show it to you. So, do you have an XLR mic cord? You know what that is? That's what we used to use in radio.
I want to swear at you right now.
What?
What the hell do you think we're using right now to talk on these microphones?
That's right.
You're an idiot. My God.
It's right here.
Have you ever heard of this vintage wire called an XLR?
Because I'm a professional.
I feel like I should take away his cable. Just be like, oh, you think we've been doing this show? 104 shows, guys. He just asked me if I have a cable that we've been using for 104 shows.
All right.
How do you think any microphone plugs in? Well, no, that's a lie. There's USB microphones.
Yes, there are. Yes,
but those aren't as good as these.
Right.
Yeah. Only the highest quality.
And there's also microphones that use a 1/4-inch jack, but then the connection's not that good.
We do have those as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, wow, that was...
Why don't I just sit here?
That hurts my feelings a little bit.
Why don't I just sit here?
Dana did go on to say headphone, mini USB, got it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's mini. See, this is what bothers me though. There's USB, there's mini USB, there's micro USB. For the cameras, I needed to buy. No, excuse me, that's HDMI. There's micro HDMI, mini HDMI, HDMI. So for the cameras, I needed to, and of course, all cameras don't use the same one. Some cameras use micro, some cameras use mini.
That has to be a planned.
To get you to buy the wrong one.
Yeah, to get you to buy so that you end up getting the wrong one. You have to go back and buy more.
Yeah. You know what's funny is for the show, I bought a bunch of stuff, and I bought like a 10-foot. Honestly, I don't even know. I think they're micro HDMI.
Okay.
10-foot micro HDMI to HDMI cable, and that's not the point. If you don't know any of that, that's not the point. The point is, I bought a 10-foot one, and I realized it's just too short. Like it wouldn't sit right to have this setup.
Right.
So I was like, I need like a 15-foot. So I bought a 15-foot.
Okay.
And I was like, do I return the 10-foot? Because I'm probably going to need them
someday.
So I threw them in my cable collection.
Yep.
And sure enough, I needed one of them the other day. So good job.
Hats off to Matt.
Past Matt. Dana says coax is for the cable box. Oh, is that what a cable wire is?
That's a coax.
Ah, okay.
That's a coax.
I think I have one of those up there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, we have plenty in the house, but I think I do have one in my collection. Don't forget USB-C. Yeah, that's another annoying thing. There's USB, because USB went through like the USB 2.0. I think they made it to the 3.0, and then they went, all right, let's change it up. Let's change it. USB-C. Let's do it. So,
which again, they probably changed it up because let's make more money.
Which MacBook Pros only have USB-C, so you got to buy an adapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's make more money.
Very nice. I mean, I will say that, like, technology-wise, they say they're faster. Are they? I don't know. I don't look into it that much.
We told you about. We had a story this morning about odd jobs that people have. People are sharing the jobs that they've done that people don't even know exist. Okay?
Oh.
Bet you didn't know that. There was one guy who said, I used to put timestamps on Netflix videos for the skip intro button. I would wake up, log on to a special page, and have a list of videos or shows to timestamp. I was paid for 8 hours of work a day, and most days I could breeze through my daily workload in 2 to 3 hours.
Wow. That's crazy.
You put timestamps on this show.
I do. It
right?
sucks. I would never do that for a living. Yeah. If any of you want to know the nice little, if you watch the show later in the day, there's nice little bars at the end that tell you the little segments. I have to do that manually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to put a timestamp for everything we do.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else said, have you ever sung karaoke? Which I have. You've done karaoke?
I don't think I've done like legit karaoke.
I did it at a Christmas party. I haven't done it in a bar.
Like I've done it at like at Doug's house. Like we just joke around.
Yeah. Well, not many people realize that somebody has to match those lyrics to the song and properly time their appearance. That was my job.
I wonder if that's still true nowadays.
This person
feel like
says
we have an algorithm for that. I would hope.
This person says there's an art to it. I took it very seriously.
But why? I feel like after the first song, I'd be like, well, that's a wrap. I'm done. No chance. Nope.
Number 3, someone said, I compose music and design sound effects for slot machines. I live in Vegas, but still, few people outside of the slot industry actually know my job exists. It makes for a bit of interesting conversation. Somebody had to do it, right?
Yeah.
This person is a prop shopper for a popular TV show.
That's cool.
I don't know which one. Basically, he says, or he or she says, I show up, the designer tells me what specific prop the show needs for the taping, and it's my job to go buy it or rent it. It's fun because they ask you to get ridiculous stuff sometimes, and it can be a challenge to find it.
That sounds fun, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's probably less challenging now with Amazon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You can probably just search for it right away.
Yep.
Someone else said the Department of Weights and Measures, that's where they worked. They check to make sure gas stations are accurate, as in they actually pump 1 gallon of gas when the pump says that a gallon of gas has been pumped. So somebody has to measure that.
Wow.
Make sure it's happening. Someone else said, I graphic design coupons on the back of receipts. You would also think that's computerized, right? Yeah.
How old is this article? Maybe it is computerized.
No, it's only the past few months.
Interesting.
Someone else was an instructor at a mermaid school. I teach classes where people learn how to swim and do tricks with a mermaid tail on.
It's a scam, right?
We host birthday parties and bachelorette parties.
Okay, who wants their birthday party? You know?
The real fun part is modeling as a mermaid for the promotional photos and videos.
Interesting.
You wouldn't go for that, huh?
Not really a dream of mine to be a mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one is making clothes for Barbie. My mom did this as a textile engineer for Mattel. When she retired from the job, they gave her a miniature Barbie that was made to look exactly like her.
Oh, that's cool.
The doll has clothes that my mom would wear and a whole office cubicle with miniature pictures of my family on her desk. It was pretty cool.
That is kind of a cool, like, going away present.
Did you ever realize that somebody goes out and builds hiking trails? A lot of people assume that they are naturally formed or, something just matted down from people walking.
Foot traffic, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the goal of a good trail builder, to make it look like, it's natural.
Another interesting job.
And finally, someone said, I get paid to be a live mannequin, not a model that poses in pictures, gets her makeup done, and gets put in magazines. I work behind the scenes in the warehouse. Designers for huge chain stores will use my frame to show outfits to the CEO of a company who approves or rejects the look. Clothing on a mannequin looks totally different when it's on a real person.
Okay. I had so many questions, but you answered them. Thank you.
Do I want to ask what your questions were?
Well, no, I mean, you said a live mannequin. I was like, how many Macy's have I walked into and it's been a real person standing there,
Every now and then you see that, though, don't you? Like on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, people pranking.
Yeah, people pranking.
Yeah, it's not a legit thing.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
But I was wondering if it was a real thing for a second. But now that makes a lot of sense.
Yes. So, yeah, has anyone had a weird job like that? I mean, something that somebody's got to do it. So you were the one that was hired for it?
Yeah. Abby said, I don't think I've ever had a job this interesting. I'm going to Craigslist and finding one. Do it up. Do it up. Find a Barbie clothes maker.
Yeah, to make Barbie clothes.
I don't know if you'll find it in Vermont, but if you're open to moving, be a Barbie clothes manufacturer. I don't know.
Manufacturer.
She also says, I'm getting you a session with a mermaid girl for your birthday. That sounds illegal. I'm going to skip over that. Yeah. Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah,
what else you got? What did you got for us, Pete?
That's about it for today.
Okay.
Did anyone say their fast food go-tos? Because I want to put that on Facebook today.
I don't know. If I missed it, feel free to put it again.
Because we said, do you have a guilty pleasure? Like, we'll get a quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder. Makes me feel disgusting. Does anyone ever eat McDonald's and like just feels great afterward? They're like, that was a great decision that I just made. I don't think I've ever had that. Like,
no.
Every time I'm like, yes, I can't wait to have McDonald's. And the second I eat it, I'm like, what a terrible choice.
What did I do this for?
It's like you don't feel like your hunger was quenched. Is that the right? Does that only work with thirst?
Thirst is quenched. Hunger is satisfied.
Okay. I don't think a lot of things are satisfied.
I don't think it's quenched.
Is there an equivalent to quench with hunger? I feel like there should be. Dana just said Mickey D's, the entire restaurant.
Oh, that's your go-to?
Boom. There we go. Anything from Mickey D's.
Now, Kat would be what? The chicken nuggets, right?
Kat's a big chicken nugget person.
She always gets nuggets.
Loves nuggets.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now, that's every now and then you'll catch her in a burger mood. It's rare, though. She's a big chicken nugget person.
I do tend to mix it up, I think. Maybe not recently at McDonald's.
I was going to say, literally.
Well, over the years, I was on a Big Mac kick once.
That's true.
Always got a Big Mac.
Yeah, that is
true. Then we talked about I have had the fish fillet.
Fillet of fish.
Fillet of fish.
Abby said satisfied, isn't it? But satisfied works for everything. I was like, is there a... Maybe not. I feel like quenched works.
I've only heard it with thirst.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you haven't talked to me yet. Boom. There we go. I just made it a thing.
Could be.
Yeah.
So, I do. And isn't that funny? Everybody's saying McDonald's. Nobody's going with... we don't have any Wendy's fans here?
Wendy's talks so much crap about McDonald's, but I just don't think it's passed.
What's their new thing?
McDonald's.
They're talking about their fries, right?
They've redone their fries like a million times. Like, is it ever different? They probably just switched like one thing, like slightly different salt. And they're like, oh, we redid our fries.
Now, I remember one year we did a radio stunt where we were out to see who had the best fries. So we went to Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's. And I actually think Burger King won.
Back in the day, Burger King had the best fries.
Yeah.
But
not anymore.
They fumbled the bag. They were perfect. And then they made them like the big fries. And then they were too potato-y.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not a big potato fan.
Gary says Wendy's new fries suck. I think we're going to have to try them. Maybe we'll have to do an updated fries taste test.
Yep. Yeah. It's been a few years since I've done that.
Yep. So. Abby says we only have Mickey D's. Not fair. Well, you live in the forest. So, I mean, what do you expect?
That'll do it for today. Don't forget, we do have merch available now. The link is in the description down below. Hopefully, we started today off on a good note because that is always our goal here. If you enjoy what we do, please be sure and hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live weekdays here on YouTube and also available in all of your podcast apps. And we thank you so much for the podcast crew that's listening to us. Yeah. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, birthdays, or anniversaries. 774-473-9910. Forgot to mention we had a couple of posts yesterday to the question, how long do you take a shower?
Oh.
Diane said she has back trouble, so if her back's acting up, good 20 minutes under the hot water.
Yeah.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, that must feel good.
And what did Carol say? Carol said, my husband says I take too long.
Yeah.
So that was
probably true. That he says it, not that you take too long.
Right.
You enjoy your showers, Carol.
You do you.
You do you.
Our thought for the day today, when you try something, you risk failure. But when you don't, you ensure it.
Ooh.
All right. No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.